The body count, how screens became weapons. 14-year-old Molly Russell spent her final months scrolling through 16,300 pieces of content on Instagram, much of it featuring graphic self-harm, suicide methods, and depression glorification. In November 2017, she took her own life. 5 years later, a British coroner ruled that Instagram content contributed to her death in a landmark inquest that forced Meta to confront what its internal research already knew. The platform was toxic for vulnerable teens. Molly's father, Ian Russell, has since become a crusader against algorithmic harm, but his daughter remains one name in a rapidly growing ledger of social media casualties. The numbers are staggering and climbing. Between 2010 and 2015, the suicide rate among American girls aged 10 to 14 nearly tripled, rising 151% according to CDC, Centers for Disease Control and Prevention data analyzed alongside social media adoption curves by researchers at San Diego State University. For older teen girls aged 15 to 19, the rate jumped 70% in the same window. The timing mirrors the explosive growth of Instagram, Snapchat, and smartphone penetration among adolescents. A 2019 study published in the Journal of Abnormal Psychology found that teens who spent more than 3 hours daily on social media had a 60% higher risk of suicide than those who spent less than an hour. By 2023, United States Surgeon General Vivek Murthy issued an unprecedented advisory declaring social media a profound risk to youth mental health, citing evidence that platforms amplify body image issues, cyberbullying, and FOMO, fear of missing out, that corrodes self-worth. Reality TV's body count is more concentrated but equally damning. Britain's Love Island franchise has seen at least 6 people connected to the show die by suicide since 2018. Mike Thalassides, a contestant from the 2017 season, hanged himself in March 2019 at age 26. Sophie Graydon, from the 2016 season, died by suicide in June 2018 at 32. Caroline Flack, the show's beloved host, took her own life in February 2020 at 40, while facing assault charges and a media feeding frenzy. The Jeremy Kyle Show, a confrontational British talk show, was cancelled in 2019 after guest Steve Diamond died by suicide 7 days after filming an episode where he failed a lie detector test on national television. The show had run for 14 years, churning through vulnerable guests for entertainment value with minimal aftercare. The mechanisms of harm are well documented. Meta's own internal research, leaked by whistleblower Frances Haugen in 2021, revealed that Facebook executives knew Instagram made body image issues worse for 1 in 3 teen girls, and that 13% of British users and 6% of American users traced suicidal thoughts directly to Instagram. The platforms use engagement-maximizing algorithms that feed users increasingly extreme content, creating what psychologists call doom-scrolling spirals. For someone already struggling with depression or self-harm urges, the algorithm becomes a lethal accomplice, serving up content that normalizes and even romanticizes suicide. TikTok's For You page has been repeatedly criticized for pushing pro-eating disorder content and self-harm challenges to minors. Reality TV operates on a different but equally toxic model: exploitation followed by abandonment. Producers scout for emotionally volatile contestants, manufacture high-stress environments designed to provoke breakdowns, then cut people loose after broadcast with minimal mental health support. The public exposure is permanent, the aftercare temporary. Love Island contestants report receiving thousands of abusive messages daily during and after their appearances. The show didn't introduce comprehensive mental health protocols, including pre-filming psychological assessments, social media training, and extended therapy until 2018, after 2 deaths. Even those measures haven't stopped the casualties. The format exports its harm globally, with Love Island versions in Australia, the US, and across Europe, all reporting contestant mental health crises. Legal accountability remains elusive but mounting. Dozens of US states have sued Meta over youth mental health harms, with cases pending as of May 2026. The UK, United Kingdom, passed the Online Safety Act in 2023, requiring platforms to remove suicide and self-harm content and face massive fines for algorithmic amplification of harmful material. But enforcement is slow, and platforms are adept at minimizing changes while appearing cooperative. Reality TV producers face even less oversight, with no industry-wide duty of care standards in most jurisdictions. When the Jeremy Kyle show was canceled, ITV, independent television, conducted an internal review but faced no criminal charges. The culture remains. Find unstable people, film them breaking, profit from the carnage, and move on.